Hello guys, Chris here and welcome back to another video. Today, my friends, I'm gonna be testing the GeForce GTX 1650 in Red Dead Redemption 2 once again, because the last time that I tested this game, I didn't even count the averages and 1% lows at the time, which was kind of weird. But yeah, it was stuttering a little bit, it wasn't really that well optimized, and now it has received a lot of optimization patches and it's running way better, at least in the GPUs that I tested so far, or retested so far. So here we go, we're running the latest Nvidia drivers, 461.40. This one is the Gigabyte Mini ITX OC model of the card, and I'm running it with a Ryzen 9 5900X and 32 GB of RAM. Of course, you don't need these specs to achieve the same FPS as we're about to get in this video. This game isn't really that CPU intensive, and a fast quad-core CPU will do the job just fine with the 1650. I think even like a Ryzen 3 1200 overclocked should be able to max out a 1650 in this game. So let's get into it, and let's just quickly go over the settings. I'm playing at 1080p resolution, as you can see, using the low settings right now with ultra textures. The textures don't really impact your FPS too much, only by like 1 or 2 frames per second, so might as well just set it to ultra to make it look beautiful. And as you can see, everything is basically set to the low settings preset aside from the texture quality. It's not the minimum settings, but I think these settings still look pretty decent, you know. We're also going to be testing the medium, high, and Xbox One X settings in this video, and we're running it utilizing the Vulkan API instead of DirectX 12. It actually runs better in these Turing cards from Nvidia, 16 series and 20 series basically. So let's start counting our averages and 1% lows, and let's go to Valentine and see our frames there, and maybe just walk around this map for a little bit, you know. As you can see, it's looking very beautiful even on the low settings because of those textures. I honestly wasn't really expecting it to look this good on low settings, so if you want a 60 FPS experience, it will still drop into the 50s, of course, as you saw back there in the forest area, but if you want a 60 plus FPS experience on average, I think this is kind of doable, my friends. Now, our VRAM utilization is almost maxed out. RAM utilization is at 10.7 gigabytes, which is kind of high, of course. If you have 12 gigabytes of RAM, it's gonna run absolutely fine in this one. You know, you don't need 16 even. I think even 8 gigabytes should be fine, even though we are going above 8 gigabytes. I've seen people playing with 8 gigabytes of RAM, and it will stutter every now and then, but it's still gonna be a playable experience. So we are now in Valentine, by the way, in Saint Denis. That's the other big city here in this game. This is not even like very big city, you know, but yeah, in that town you will get a little bit less FPS than here. As you can see, it drops into the mid 50s, which is not bad. This is a very playable experience, guys, and it still manages to look really good, as I told you. You can see for yourselves, of course. I will render this video at 1440p so you can have a little bit higher bit rate and enjoy those graphics, but yeah, it is looking amazing. I am definitely impressed with these settings here, and the performance is quite good. I think it's a little bit better than at release. We haven't seen a single stutter so far as well, and yeah, I could definitely recommend this experience. If you want to buy this game with a 1650, you won't have a problem playing it, especially because it is a single player title. You don't even need 60 FPS all of the time, you know. So medium settings, I would say, is whenever this right here changes from favor quality to balanced, I guess. So everything is kind of on medium, as you can see. Some things are on high and some things are still turned off and stuff. We are gonna disable motion blur, of course. Nobody likes that. All right, we're back here, guys, and it's still looking really good. As you can see, there are some artifacts around Arthur whenever I move the camera around, by the way. That's because of the TAA sharpening effect or something like that, but yeah, I don't know, you might like that. I don't really, but it makes everything else look a little bit sharper. I'm gonna start counting our frames, and as you can see, this is not a 60 FPS experience anymore. I don't think anybody was expecting it to be, because it was already a 60 FPS average around that at that low settings, but it's still very playable. As I told you before, you don't need 60 FPS to enjoy this game, and a lot of people that played it a couple of years ago on consoles, they actually played the entire game through with 30 FPS, so this is absolutely fine in my opinion. It's still way better than 30 FPS, you know. Just gonna see it in Valentine. As you can see, compared to the previous video that I made, the frame time graph is absolutely 100% smooth. It doesn't have any spikes whatsoever, so it runs really well now. It's a very smooth experience, especially right now that we are actually dropping from 60 FPS. Whenever it dropped from 60 frames, at least when the game wasn't really that well optimized, you know, it was very noticeable and it would start stuttering every now and then, but now it's very good. It's so gorgeous, this game. Roach, calm down, boy, calm down. Okay, everything is fine. You're okay? Boy, that works as well. Okay, so Roach is fine now.
Howdy.
Morning.
That's a nice horse.
Thank you.
Anyway, all the best.
Bye then.
Bye? I don't want to buy. No, I can't greet him anymore? Okay then. Well, alright, I'm not gonna do anything to him.
You wanna give me some breathing room
What?
here?
What? Now you're mad? Why are you mad? What? Seriously?
It's all good. Calm down.
Like I give a anyway.
What? You know what, buddy? You're dead now. That's what you get. Yes, and now you're just gonna go. Oh my god, there's another one there. Oh boy. Okay, well, anyways, let's just keep on moving, shall we, my friends? Oh yes, this water looks amazing. Hello. This guy didn't really do anything to us, so I'm not gonna do anything to him. I'm just gonna kill that one because he's a witness. Come on, Roach, we can do it. Okay, I think we're good now. Yep. There we go. Yes, nice. No witnesses. I think in the case of Red Dead Redemption 2, I will choose to play at medium settings with 48 FPS average, then low with 60 something FPS average, just because it is so gorgeous, you know? And also because those frame times are so smooth that it still feels okay, you know? It still feels good to play like this. So I guess high settings is whenever we go from balanced to favor quality, maybe? But a lot of things are still on ultra, a lot of things are on medium as well, as you can see. Okay, yeah, I could call this high. Okay, so here we are. I just disabled motion blur. These are the high settings, or what I'd call high at least. It is looking pretty good though. Should we go to Saint Denis? Let's just see our FPS there on high settings. It should drop from 30 on our way there anyways, but at least then we can test it at Xbox One X settings in Saint Denis. So as you can see, it still goes up to 40 FPS at times. It's not gonna be a very common occurrence, but it does so. And even in forest areas, like very dense forest areas, it didn't really drop from 30 FPS, guys. I am a little bit impressed by that, to be honest. It seems like the water is a little bit more intensive than the trees and stuff like that. So yeah, at least on the higher settings, of course, it's not dropping from 30. I think if you slightly overclock the 1650, this is already factory overclocked, but it's running at 1800 to 1830 megahertz. You should gather a few more FPS, like 2 to 3 more frames, and that should be enough for you to get 30 plus all of the time. I guess this is a console-like experience in terms of the FPS that we're getting, but in terms of visuals, it looks a lot better than at least the Xbox One and Xbox One S and the PS4, you know. The Xbox One X might look a little bit better, especially because that's a 4K console and it plays this game at native 4K resolution. But if you have a 1080p monitor anyways, I think you'll be very happy with these results. Come on, Roach, why are you going back, Roach? Come on, we were almost there. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. We can do it. No, don't go back. God damn it. No, it's no time to rest, Roach. Come on, buddy. Oh boy, I don't know. Oh, if a train comes, Roach, stop it. Don't be like that. Can we jump now, Roach? Let's go. Yes. All right, we made it. Everything is fine. That's a crocodile. What the heck, guys? Oh boy. All right, I'm not liking what I'm seeing here in this area. Holy crap, that is a bear. Okay, then what is a bear doing here? Alright, let's go this way. Bear, eat these guys. These are food. I am not. So this is Saint Denis. We finally kind of arrived, I guess. And it's not as intensive as the forest areas, as you can see. So, yeah, as I told you in my multiple Red Dead Redemption 2 videos, this isn't really as intensive as you'd think, you know? There are a lot of buildings and stuff like that, but it's getting way higher FPS than in the woods, you know? So it's not intensive, not that intensive. That's been it. Let's just change it to Xbox One X settings and see what this can I am sorry. I refuse.
Come on, mister.
I'm sorry.
Only playing.
I was only playing. It was a mistake, Arthur. Don't say that. Alright, everybody, we're back here. Let's go over the settings. These are the Xbox One X settings, like customized, you know, from Digital Foundry, actually. As you can see, you can slow down the video if you want to. Okay, what are you doing here, Arthur? What were you doing? Oh, what the hell? Look at those frames, by the way. Oh my gosh. So these are kind of optimized for visuals and performance because, well, people on consoles do want decent graphics, you know? So, how do I get out of here? Arthur, why did you come here? It's almost running like low settings, low to medium maybe. This is so good, actually. Should I actually cause some chaos here? I'm gonna do that. Nope, okay, there we go. There we go. People, come after me. Oh my gosh, no. No. Roach, are you okay? Roach, my boy. Okay, he's good. We're gonna get out of here now. Let's do this. Roach, what is happening? What the heck is happening? Guys, this is unplayable. Xbox One X settings are unplayable just because Roach just gets really scared. But anyways, let's just keep on moving here. This is kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that probably, you know, because now every time I come to Saint Denis, they will be after me probably. So that's kind of bad, but anyways, we should move away from here. You know, we've seen that this isn't really as intensive as the outside area right here in the swamps, you know. I can already tell that this is a much better experience though than high settings. I can say that the high settings did look a little bit better here and there. You lose a little bit of quality by going with Xbox One X settings instead of high, but you know what? It's still very good looking. Even low settings was good looking, but I think this is close to medium settings without the TAA sharpness processing stuff like that weird halo effect. Oh my gosh. Okay, everything's fine. Roach ain't scared of crocs. That's for sure. So all in all, if you have a 1080p monitor and play with a GTX 1650, you will have a wonderful experience now in Red Dead 2. I don't know if that's what I said in my previous video, but this is... Why do you do that to me, buddy? Look at my jacket. Oh boy. Okay, Roach, get over here. Calm down, boy. Jesus Christ. I spent like 30% of the video calming down Roach. So I guess that's been it, my friends. It doesn't drop from like 44 or 45 FPS, so this is extremely playable. It's very smooth, kind of like it's in the middle. It's literally in the middle of medium and low settings. I definitely recommend this. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, love you all. Bye bye.